Around $55,000 in prize monies were paid out on Saturday, January 7, 2017, to winners in the various competitions held for the 2016 Christmas and Nine Mornings Festival at a prize-giving ceremony held at the Peace Memorial Hall. According to a release, the Vineyard Community Lighting Competition saw Point Village winning the National Lighting Champion for a fourth consecutive year. Oliver de Silva won the Best Lit Private House, and the Roseau Recreational Park won the Best Lit Garden and the Best Nativity Scene. The song Rum Santa by Rondi Luther McIntosh was adjudged the most popular local Christmas song. The Canadian government funded Improved Access to Justice in the Caribbean Impact Justice project in partnership with the Pakistan Memorial Secondary School, launched a youth assistance program called the Triple H Help, Hope, Heal Youth Development Program at the Pakistan Memorial Secondary School earlier today. The Triple H program is an Impact Justice pilot program which falls under the project's Alternative Dispute Resolution ADR component and is intended to assist 20 students, 10 boys and 10 girls between the ages of 13 and 16. The Promoting Access to Clean Energy Places project in SVG, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, from Wednesday, January 4th, held a workshop for 3 days at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Conference Room. Director of the Energy, Ellsworth Dakin, said that, quote, "We as adults can learn a lot from children as it pertains to renewable energy," end quote.
I think it is important that we start with the children, because we as adults learn a lot from children. And when I was in school, I always thought that energy is the ability to do work, and that was I think it ended there. I don't recall, and I hope that my primary school teachers are not angry for my absent memory, but I don't recall ever being taught about renewable energy in primary school. I don't know what is the school curriculum right now, but I think it is important that we impart that knowledge onto children and educate them. I think that's why we chose this workshop for the teachers, so we can start with the youth.
Education Officer with responsibility for science, Mrs. Amala Muhammad, said that we should see the importance of energy in our everyday lives.
You'd hear a number of persons say things like, St. Vincent has a lot of sunlight. So why is it that everybody in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is not utilizing solar energy? Or we have a lot of wind. So why is it everybody we're not utilizing wind energy and so forth? We now have our geothermal project coming on stream. It has already started, and we look forward to that project, the completion of that project. So therefore, it is important that we understand. It's important that our children understand, because we have to remember that the grade 5s that you are teaching now are the future decision makers. They're the future prime ministers, director of energy. Somebody in that group is going to be the next director, the next 20 or 25 years, going to be the prime minister. The minister of energy, you might have who knows, you might have a ministry of energy. But the important thing is that they're going to be consumers of energy.
The Division of Adults and Continuing Studies in the Ministry of Education is reminding all learners that registration begins on January 23rd, 2017 to January 27th.
Registration will begin at 8:15 a.m. and ends at 4:15 p.m. each day. Registration will be held at the Division of Adult and Continuing Education's office in Lower Middle Street, Kingstown. To register, a learner or participant must bring along a valid national identification card or a passport or a driver's license. If the learner is under the age of 18 and does not have any of the three, then he or she needs to bring along a birth certificate, that is, the updated birth certificate, and a passport size photo that is signed by a justice of peace, lawyer, or a police of a certain rank. The fees for the CCSLC courses remain the same. They are $34 per subject. There is no registration fee. All are reminded to register early.
According to Major Pierre Antoine, commanding officer of the Salvation Army in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Salvation Army said it has achieved its target of collecting $100,000 in donations for the 2016 edition of the annual Christmas Kettle Appeal. Major Antoine told NBC News while they had agreed to increase the target before, they subsequently reversed this decision and left the target at $100,000. He is also appealing to the Vincentians to continue supporting the Salvation Army as it carries out its mandate of assisting the less fortunate in society. Lamisha Paris, a 21-year-old hairdresser of Camden Park, was arrested and charged without lawful authority, supplied to Laura Carter, a prisoner, prohibited items, 10 cigarettes, 1 spliff of cannabis and 1 cigarette lighter at Central Police Station on 7th January 2017. Paris received a 4-month prison term for passing the prohibited substances to her boyfriend while he was in police custody. Yesterday, Lamisha Paris seemed relaxed as she and her boyfriend left the Kingston Magistrates Court in police custody. The police recently reported that Laura Carter, a 21-year-old laborer of Otley Hall, was arrested and charged with assaulting Benicia Batiste, a 22-year-old security guard of Otley Hall, by pointing a gun at her at Otley Hall on January 6, 2017. Arrested and charged on the 1st of January 2017, Shiknanda Phillips, a 22-year-old mechanic of Union Island, for possession of 255 grams of cannabis with intent to supply it to another at Grenadines Wharf. John Balla, police inspector of the Criminal Investigations Department, restated that the police force has renewed its commitment to reduce criminal activity this year, following a challenging year in 2016 during the On the Beat program aired on the NBC radio last night. Inspector Balla said while there has been a decrease in overall crime over the years, there was an increase in gun-related homicides last year with a record high of 40 murders. He stated that the police is still continuing to put measures in place to curb crime and they will continue to do their usual patrol in strategic areas. Inspector Balla appealed to members of the public to continue assisting the police. Residents in Fancy are currently preparing to host a memorial service on Thursday to remember the lives of their loved ones who were lost in the rock gutter accident on January 12, 2015 at the Fancy Primary School commencing at 1:30 p.m. 5 students drowned in the accident and 2 remain missing when the van in which they were traveling went over an embankment into the sea. IKtv has learned that on Thursday afternoon, the government will also be handing over a monument to honor the lives of the children to the community. Nelsia Stay, one of the parents who lost her child during the rock gutter accident, said that while they continue to miss their children, the parents have continued to be a source of support to each other in difficult times. Ms. Stay is also encouraging motorists through St. Vincent and the Grenadines to be cautious at all times when using the nation's road to ensure that a serious accident such as that one that took place does not reoccur. Stay with us when we come back at the sporting highlights.